Hello, hello, hello.
What's happening, everybody? Happy Wednesday.
Can't believe it's already Wednesday.
Short week, though. It's good.
Yeah.
It's all doing well.
Oh.
Davey, you were second. Reed was first on the board, is what I can see.
Allison, whoop, whoop.
Allison, Jessica, what's going on? Hope you guys are doing well. It's hot as shit up here.
It's not that bad. You've just been running around.
I know.
It's a little hot.
Feels hot. Feels hot. Logan, what's going on, dude? I have to take those off.
Hey, Javon.
My ears are sweating. Javon, what's going on, dude? My ears are sweating.
You got sweaty ears?
Sucks. Kind of
Sweaty
like
balls?
work. I have the little headset on all day.
I don't know why you don't use your earbuds that I got you.
They die.
That's because you actually have to charge them if you use them all day for like 30 minutes.
I know. It's all good. It's all good. We've got a bunch of stuff to jump into. First and foremost, cheers.
Cheers.
We've done that since Friday. I think it's been a really long time since we've been off.
No, it doesn't.
But Friday was just Friday. Welcome to The Bar is Open with Beth
Probably
and Greg.
because we don't remember much of Friday.
I'm Greg. That's
I'm
Beth. Beth went to sleep at 9:30 on Friday. We'll give you a recap on her trip.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Beth slept for 12 and a half hours.
Must have been tired.
Evidently. Or it was the...
But I did get up at 3:30 in the morning, take a piece of pizza out of the fridge and
ate that. Use one earbud at a time. Just one of those things. The turd burglar got flushed, DJ. Yeah, we're going to go over that. So,
Yeah, Reed.
aptly named the Amber Heard is Amber Heard canceled?
Amber Heard
episode.
canceled, question mark.
I know. So check us out on The Bar is Open, out on YouTube, Facebook, obviously for those, for all the pictures and images. I've got a bunch of pictures I'm going to throw out tonight. Instagram, iTunes, Spotify, give us a little review out there if you don't mind. We would love it. Smash the like, subscribe, hit the like button now. I'm going to do it, even on my own podcast.
I did it too.
I don't care. That's how.
I mean,
you got to get all the likes you can.
you should like yourself. It's okay.
It's like a self-patting.
Totally. You love thyself.
Self-patting thing. I
Love
thought that was something
thyself.
different.
No, that's
Loving thyself
that.
versus love thyself.
No,
Self-love them thyself.
I don't. You're trying to make it dirty. None of those are dirty. They're all about taking care of
Turn
yourself.
that little guy around. He's just mooning everybody.
What up?
Yeah, so recap real quick. We'll go through a recap of our little trip. It was interesting. It was fun.
It was
South
fun.
Padre is South Padre. You've never been there.
What does
Cool.
that mean?
It's a cool place, little
Yeah.
island
It's fun.
getaway.
We've decided we're going to try a closer beach because there is supposed to be a really cool Port A is supposed to be really cool, and it's only 2.5 hours.
The
away
neighbors are going
versus
there this Saturday.
4.5.
It's for a day trip.
They are?
Yep, they're
Oh,
just
cool.
running out there for the day.
Nice.
But yeah, so we during the show, I have a couple things just to cover after. I guess we can jump to those real quick. And before we jump into the big show, Beth, you gave that Jefferson
Oh my gosh,
Ocean
so good.
aged
And if you've noticed,
bourbon.
it's gone.
aged at sea bourbon, a 9.5.
It was
I gotta write that.
delicious.
Gotta write that
It's
down. It had been a while since we've done a review.
yeah, it was so good. That I had a couple glasses on Friday. Then
I did not touch that after that. You know that, right?
No, I know. I drank it all. That's what I was saying. I had a couple glasses on Friday. Then I had a couple glasses on Sunday. You had 1 or 2 glasses, right, on Friday. So between
I had one glass at the place.
you had 1 glass on Saturday.
Oh, I'm sorry, it was Saturday.
Yeah. So you had a couple glasses on
Saturday.
Friday and a glass on Saturday.
So check that stuff out. Yeah, man. That
So
stuff was
good.
pretty good. Yeah.
Was delicious. Like I want more. I want you to get me another bottle. Just because we have
When's
to
your
represent.
birthday?
Nah, I don't need you to buy it for my birthday.
It was
'cause
like
if you're gonna wait that long,
$80 a bottle.
I'm just gonna go buy it.
You don't go to liquor stores.
Liquor. I just met her. I certainly can though.
Jesus Christ.
I certainly can. And there's a brand new liquor store that just opened. The first
Right
liquor
outside
store
our
in
neighborhood.
Helotes, Texas, is literally walking distance.
Is it the
from our
first one
house.
in Helotes?
Have you seen one before?
No.
No, this is the first
There's
one.
a lot of hillbilly bars.
There's a lot of bars, but
Yeah.
there's not liquor stores. Now we have our own.
My buddy and I, TJ, who I'm going to have on, I'm going to be recording an episode this weekend with him. He's the ultra marathoner. He always thought he and I were talking about it. We're coming up with like funny liquor store names. And I don't know if this is 20 plus years ago. I've known him for 30 something years.
Lick her.
liquor box.
That'd be funny.
That'd be kind of funny.
Mhm.
The liquor box. Because in Massachusetts, they're called the package stores.
Are they really?
Yeah, that they're called package stores.
Got your package.
Yeah.
That's funny.
exactly
Well,
what we
because you
always
have to
thought.
buy them in specific places. State-owned shops, right? Or something like that?
New Hampshire, Massachusetts, they just can't sell.
But is
It's
it
kinda
a
like here,
state-owned?
where you have a liquor store, they can't sell. It's very much like here.
Can you buy beer at the grocery store? You can't even buy beer, though, in New Hampshire, can you?
New Hampshire, you can buy beer
Okay.
and wine.
Okay.
You can't buy liquor.
Okay.
You have to buy that off the state at the state liquor stores that are
But
off
they're state
highways
liquor
or
stores, right?
whatever.
Did that
Yeah.
make them state employees then?
Yep.
Dang, they get
Those
a good gig.
motherfuckers working there for 20 years.
They had a good gig.
I don't think they got any deals though. I think
They
yeah,
probably don't care about that.
work at the liquor store.
They work at the liquor store.
The interesting thing,
And
you'd
they're
have to get off.
state
They'd have their
employee.
own off ramps to the liquor store. So then you're going to the liquor store and you had to hit a toll to get onto the highway
Dang, they're getting you twice.
to then go to the liquor store to then get back off and hit the toll again. Be fucked up, right? That's
So
New
if
Hampshire.
it's an $80 bottle, it's really like 90 now with all your
Well,
tolls.
$85 or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah. Gotta love them. Yeah, Logan, exactly. Gotta love them highway liquor stores. It's just weird. Jess, exactly. When we lived in Arizona, you could buy booze anywhere. There was no liquor. I mean, you had liquor stores. You could get drive-through. Well, here they have
They
drive-through
have
as well.
drive-through here.
The what's the
I haven't gone to one since I was in college.
what's the
but
Mia's Tacos?
Yeah.
You can when
Get
the
a
whole
margarita.
pandemic shit. They were
any place
selling like
now,
gallons.
any restaurants can do to-go drinks now.
Oh, that's true. They passed that law here. Very interesting. So yeah, so South Padre was rad. Water was beautiful. Met a
I
lot
think
of
we
cool
said the
people.
sushi was really good. The
So- yeah,
pizza
we
was
already
really
went over that.
good. Saturday night.
Did get completely shit-faced hammered after the show.
You told them that already. You said I was in bed by 9:30.
Well, I just said you were in bed by 9:30. I didn't
Oh.
say you were completely
I
shit-faced.
was drunk.
Yeah,
I was drunk.
the whiskey.
It's been a long
hit.
time since I was that drunk.
The whiskey.
Yeah,
hit
well, that,
hard.
and I'd been drinking White Claws all day and
In
been
the
in the sun all
sun.
day. My body was like,
It's all right.
F you,
Saturday
F you,
night,
lady.
I was asleep.
You were asleep by 10:30.
I was asleep on the patio.
I know. I came and woke your ass up and was like, please come lay down.
So I laid down on the couch and woke up at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Again,
That's
a
how
full day of
vacation should
sun
be.
and
Yeah,
drinking White
another whole
Claws.
day.
I am very White Clawed out.
Yeah, me too.
So I think it's
We've got a
probably going to be.
drawer. We've got a crisper drawer full of mango White Claws.
I don't mind the mango
or whatever
White Claws.
the ones
It's
are
the
that you don't like.
Topo
The
Chico
Topo Chico ones.
mangoes I don't like, but you'll drink those eventually. But yeah, I'm over White Claw.
we
I'm over
rolled
Topo
home with
Chicos
almost a case of White Claws.
because we didn't know we had a 12 pack still. We thought
we were pretty
out.
lit up, DJ. Yeah, we were having fun. We were out in the sun playing all day. You know, doing just
I ain't scared,
the
DJ.
normal shit. It was good. It's a good time. Then we went to dinner afterwards. So
No, not on Friday. We didn't. We picked
Oh,
up
is that
pizza
the night we got
because
pizza?
I was like, we're gonna be idiots. We're not going out. We did get seafood on Saturday. It was good, but it wasn't the best we probably could have had. It was very hot in that restaurant, and they were very short staffed.
it is what it is. Brian said Brian's from Massachusetts. He just texted me. He said they called them packies. Packies. Probably like a packy. Let's go to the packy.
That's why I was gonna say, is there an R in there somewhere that we aren't realizing?
P-A-C-K-E-E-E.
Because they don't say R's, they say H.
Gotta go to the packy.
Go to the packy.
Yeah, so it was fun. If you guys ever get a chance, go to South Padre Island. It is literally. I mean, it's kind of. I was at North Padre.
Oh, and here, don't
skate
use
park.
Uber. Don't use Uber or Lyft because
Jesus
they're
Christ.
ridiculously slow and ridiculously
was gonna be, what,
expensive. $50 to go 3 miles. So I called a taxi place and it was $9.
It was
I
there
haven't
3
taken
minutes.
a taxi, and that guy drove like a maniac. I loved it.
Yeah, it was awesome. Got us home. It was $10, something like that.
Yeah, we tipped him. We tipped him 10 because he was so responsive.
Fuck him. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
It was fun.
So, you guys, thanks so much for tuning in again. Appreciate you. Let's jump into this shit. So, Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial. I'm not going to get into the Johnny Depp trial specifically because I think most people know kind of the results, right?
I don't know the results.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Okay, so
I wasn't
she
watching
was
any of
found
that shit.
guilty of all of these statements of whatever
False?
you want to. Yeah,
False statements or-
and
yeah.
all this shit, right? Let me find the article real quick.
The who found her guilty?
The jury.
Okay, so she
Right.
like perjured herself basically.
Yes. So, well, I mean, it's she was found guilty of defamation.
Okay,
right.
so she lost.
So it's a
basically.
civil, yeah,
because he took her to court, correct?
yeah, and then she countersued,
Right.
right, because of what his lawyer said.
Okay.
Outside of, he didn't say anything. The lawyer
Well,
had said
doesn't
some
matter,
shit,
right? Because she lost.
Exactly.
They'll probably drop her suit as well.
So I've got 2 articles, one real quick to go over that. So he's getting, I think it ended up being 10.3 million. He was going for 50. I think they awarded him 10 million and then 5 million in basically like I could be wrong, like just covering like legal fees and all that, but in that state they can only go up to 300,000. So he ended up getting like 10.3 million or something like that.
I mean,
she got 2 million.
For what?
For defamation because of his attorney.
Yeah.
And he had said something outside of it. You guys are going to know better than me.
One of her counterclaims Jess said.
So basically it just kind of comes down to they both won and lost.
Well, he really won.
He won the vast majority.
He won. The defamation that was against his lawyer probably happened.
Well, he said something that
probably called her a dumb C word.
Probably or whatever.
So
I don't know.
You and I had this conversation today. I saw you wrote the question, should she be removed from Aquaman?
So that's the actual thing. That's why I brought this.
Well, and you and I already had this conversation maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago. And I said, you know, if I were the producers, the directors, the production, what do you call the people that own the studios? Mm-hmm. I wouldn't want her in there, but have they already filmed it?
Well, Disney canceled, for lack of a better term, Johnny Depp. And he said he'd never do another Disney film again, which is the whole Pirates. Right. Who goes to see Pirates of the Caribbean without Johnny Depp?
Nobody.
Fucking nobody.
Were they going to do more?
That could have been fucking 20 years.
But so I mean, in my head, I think they would.
I think it already was close to 20 years.
I think that they should get rid of her. However,
so this is the deal.
Did they already film the movie?
They've already filmed the movie.
That's what I thought too.
So Amber Heard petition to boot her off of Aquaman 2 reaches all-time record. So this is a petition. And there are nearly 4.5 million signatures on this petition on change.org. It's the most signed in change.org's history. Think about that.
Huh.
Change.org is like, they do that shit for everything. Like you have a fucking town council or something, like go to change.org. Let's get this whole city council removed, right? They get 50 fucking people. This has gotten 4.5 million people to sign it, right? That's pretty, and that's to scrub her from the movie.
I know. How would they do that? Just refilm her scenes?
I guess.
With somebody else?
So let me see something real quick. I kind of curious to see, like, what did it cost to film Aquaman 2? Or I don't even know, have they? I think they have. And to cost. What's that cost to film, I guess?
Just cost. Filming cost.
Yeah. So the budget was $200 million.
Okay.
Right? This was as of December 13th, 2020. So it could be changed by now. Well, Aquaman, the first Aquaman budget was 160 million, right?
Okay.
So DJ said just cancel the movie altogether. Aquaman is shit. But
I liked Aquaman.
If that many people are like,
do it,
fuck yourself.
There's a lot of people who want to see it that may not see it if she's in it. So what would they do? Still have to pay her out her contract and then just bring somebody in? Unless there's something there. Unless there's something there they can use against her to say, yeah, you broke this.
I don't know.
Line in the contract.
I don't know. So what's this? Ruben said Aquaman, the revenge of the cloaca. Those are the little peepees on sharks.
Oh, Allison said, who has time to start this petition? Somebody.
4.5 million.
Always somebody.
There's one person that starts it, and then
everybody just has to click on it.
49999 million others went.
That's insane. 4.9, almost 5 million people.
Fucking sign it and put like your email in the shit.
Oh shit, for reals?
Yeah, I've done like one or two in my day.
But I liked Aquaman. I mean, Aquaman was fun. I mean, if you're looking for it to change your life, you shouldn't go seeing it shouldn't be going to see it in the first place. But I like superhero movies because they're just fun.
Yeah.
And I mean, let's be honest, Jason Momoa is pretty flippin' hot.
Yeah, he is. He's dreamy.
He's dreamy.
Dreamy.
I just want to bite his biceps. Arr.
Him or The Rock?
Jason Momoa.
Him or
That's really hard. On Monday, Jason Momoa. On Tuesday, The Rock. And who were you gonna say, him or who was the next one?
I was gonna say I was trying to think of another. Not Vin Diesel's not your type.
Henry Cavill or Jason Momoa?
Okay,
Henry Cavill. Ryan Reynolds, Jason. Oh,
Ryan Reynolds is.
I mean,
he's got the personality.
He's got the personality. He gets better looking as he gets older.
But he's like a fucking billionaire at this point.
I mean, I'm not going to see a dime from them, so I'm not even considering that.
Oh, you're just thinking pure sex.
Yeah, I'm thinking just physical attractiveness.
Yeah, sexiness.
What's crazy is I looked up Ryan Reynolds did a commercial with his mom for his mobile company. And so I looked up because he said, just say, read this prompt, Mom, and it talks about her saying he's her favorite out of all her sons. And I was like, how many brothers does he have? And I look, he's got 3 brothers who look nothing like him.
He got all the genetics.
He got all the genetics in there, but they're all about 3 inches taller than he is. But he's not short.
He's not like
no
5'9".
He got all the beauty genes.
Poor guys.
I don't think they probably care because you just say, I'm Ryan Reynolds' brother, and if I'm not married, you're getting laid because they think, oh, you're my daughter, Ryan. I didn't know he also has 3 little girls.
I guess. I don't know. I haven't really followed his family.
He does.
I know he's married to
You know me. I go down a rabbit hole.
Lively or whatever.
Lively. Once I start looking at something, I go down rabbit holes.
So it says Amber Heard has a contract and will almost certainly remain in the film, but the studio might pay attention to the backlash when it comes to future Amber-related casting decisions. So I don't know. We'll see.
Hey, Ruben, you'd have to get rid of his eyes, too, because his eyes are really pretty, too.
Who?
Jason Momoa. He said he's just another...
Judy, what's going on?
He'd be an average dude if he got rid of his beard and cut his hair. I don't know that I necessarily agree with that because, hello, his body is pretty smoking hot. Cut off his head. I probably still would look at his body and be like, dang, that's good.
Right? I don't know. DJ did say it. It's Pride Month. Time for Aqua Trans. Is that like a fist bump thing?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Aqua Trans.
So it'll be interesting to see what they do. Do you think Disney is going to listen to this petition? Or are they just going to turn a blind eye? Are they just going to turn a blind eye like they do for everything that's not in their
They'll have to pay attention
their agenda.
If it tanks, you know why.
Yeah. I mean, as much as I want to see it,
that's
do
the
I
cancel
sacrifice
culture
it?
bullshit, dude.
Do I sacrifice it because she's on there? I don't know. I mean, honestly, what impact is me not seeing it going to have on anything? Absolutely nothing.
It's the power of the people, honey.
There's no power in the people. Not when it comes to big corporations like that. That's the problem.
Power of the people.
So do I subject myself to that, missing that when it's not going to impact anything, or I just say, fuck it, I'm going to go watch it and I'm going to enjoy the damn movie regardless who's in it?
You do you.
Maybe
I need whatever you want.
Maybe I need more. I need deeper principles, but I'm not really that worried about Hollywood.
It's about the culture, honey.
Yeah, forget that. The culture of what?
She abused him and stuff.
I'm pretty sure they are probably terrible to each other. She was just probably more physical than he was. He wasn't physical at all, but who's to say he didn't verbally abuse her? Who knows? Who knows? Nobody really knows, right? Nobody knows.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows. Everybody thinks they know.
The nose knows.
The nose knows. Who knows?
I'm just saying.
I don't really care if she's in it or not.
Do you think she'll be canceled after this?
Honestly,
you think her career's fucked?
I think she's going to have a hard time for a little while.
I think
she'll probably stay in Aquaman because they're going to do a price cost analysis and they're going to be like, screw that, you know. And then
reshoot it.
But after that, if they do a third Aquaman, they probably won't have her in it. Which will ruin the film. Which will ruin the film because we all know what happened to The Mummy when the third one came out and it didn't have the original girl in it. It ruined the movie.
She's replaceable anyway because I didn't like her that. I didn't think she
didn't do that. She wasn't like huge. She didn't have a but she will have a hard time getting other movies, I think.
I'm trying to think, who would you replace her with? Anyone? How about Amy Schumer?
No. Like Lively.
She's riding a whale.
I was going to say something so mean.
What was it?
Nothing?
Write it down.
No, I'll tell you after.
Come on.
I don't know who.
Some people are like, I don't know. I think she's done.
I think she is too.
You know, it is. Hollywood is a popularity contest, right? And it's kind of what, when you think about it.
She's definitely done some brand damage. Her publicist, her PR, and her agent are going to have to do a lot of work.
She's taking time off.
If
she's
they
going
even
to like
stay
one of
with her.
those like clinics.
She's gonna do exhaustion.
Yeah.
She's gonna go to a what do they call it? Their
mental.
when you go a rehab clinic for exhaustion.
Yeah, and that's where she's actually just gonna go do a bunch of like cocaine and
stick it in a Kleenex and stick it up her nose while she's in the middle of a therapy session.
Right? Like,
don't mind me.
Don't mind me. What's that on your nose? I had a powdered donut this morning.
Not if you got it from Dunkin' Donut because the powder falls off.
Oh shit. Best poor donut.
My poor donut.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just people. Allison said, just everybody, a lot of people out. When you think about like that level of fame, right? She said, spectrum of hot versus batshit crazy.
Absolutely.
Right. And then that level of fame puts you on a narcissistic level, even with Johnny Depp or any people.
You just think you're
above everything.
Yeah. No.
I don't know. Are you?
And I do completely believe in the hot versus batshit crazy.
Remember the time when fucking Tom Cruise was jumping up and down on top of the fucking Oprah Winfrey couch? He was like, I'm so in love with
Jessica.
Whatever her name was.
Jessica, you're completely right. Yeah.
And everybody was
Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes. And everybody's like, what the fuck is wrong with him? I'm so in love. And then they got divorced like 3 months later.
No, they were together for like 10 years.
Were they?
Yeah.
But that was like 20 years ago.
No,
15 years ago.
Yeah, but they were together.
Right? She's like 64 at this point, I think. He's just eating all the baby adrenochrome. Shit. Baby stem cells. Supposedly, allegedly, baby stem cells.
Damn it, Jim.
You never know, though. I'm just saying. So, I don't know. I guess time will tell if she's going to be canceled or not. Johnny Depp got canceled, but then he's kind of an uncancelable dude.
He's got such a strong presence.
Right? Like,
I mean,
he just kind of rolled through everything, was just like, fuck this. Like, it's not going to bother me.
Yeah.
It bothered him, I'm sure, but I think he was just kind of.
They were together for 6 years, which is pretty long in Hollywood. Especially with that big of an age difference.
Yeah.
What's the age difference? The age difference was 16 years. God, that's a lot. I don't know why, because I still think he's good looking. So,
but see, he's still that 21 Jump Street dude.
What does that mean?
Like from back in the day, like you still like if you're old enough like me or Beth, like
are you talking about Johnny Depp or
Johnny
Tom Cruise?
Depp.
Oh no,
Johnny
I was saying
Depp.
Tom
they
Cruise
had a 16.
And they had a 6-year marriage, and
I bet
there
you
was a 16 years.
I bet you Amber
age
Heard and Johnny
difference.
Depp had something similar.
No, they weren't together very long. I don't think.
Oh, they were.
Jessica probably knows.
A couple of years, maybe. I don't know, but you know. So Greg said now he is, but he did lose hundreds of millions supposedly because of her. Dude, I think he was losing millions and millions and $1 million anyway because
why was he losing what?
Because he's just the dude has like vineyards and wineries.
Oh, he's also like
everywhere.
He's like the spokesperson for I can't remember what cologne it is, but he's the spokesperson
Dior or
for
something like that.
An expensive cologne.
They never even they didn't drop him.
No.
Through this whole thing.
No.
It was kind of interesting. But I think he's just like a chronic, I'm going to buy this.
They were married for 2 fucking years.
Jeez.
For all this trouble. 2 years. This court, fuck,
at a certain point,
not
you
court,
just say,
but this,
I'm not getting
this case
married.
has taken probably longer than their marriage lasted.
I hope he never gets married again. Like,
no,
fuck that.
they will. He'll get married again.
What if he went back with her? They're just that couple that just like,
they hate each other and love each other. The love hate is just
so much.
They love each other
like
so hard. They hate each other.
Like,
I know.
I hate you so hard that I love you.
I hate you.
I think he talks like that. Talks like a pirate to her. It's like cut off my pinky. It's okay, but only to this part. So I can still wear a ring.
I don't think that's how a pirate sounds.
Arr.
Did she cut off his finger?
Just the tip.
Did she really?
Evidently.
I didn't know that.
Allegedly.
And
Angry, what's going on? I don't know. How about Nancy Pelosi's husband? There's so much shit has happened over this past weekend. Like, it was just Memorial Day. Everybody's just driving around drunk. Nancy Pelosi's husband's driving around drunk. Right? But, so he got popped for a DUI over the weekend by his vineyard. And a really interesting...
was he like doing an excessive wine tasting at his vineyard?
I fucking have no idea. I'll tell you, go out and check out Russell Brand's video from today on his channel, because he does kind of an interesting breakdown of like the.
So they had a 22-year difference between them, Amber and Johnny.
Yeah, see? The fuck? He was just wanting to bang like some like hot girl.
I wonder if he knew. Do you think she wasn't crazy until they got married? Because would you still marry a girl if you knew she was batshit crazy like this?
If you're on cocaine and fucking drunk all the time, probably. You know what I mean? Like, he's not innocent of like just being like, well, I didn't know. You know what I mean? You can't be.
Yeah.
You kind of have to.
I guess they were together for 5 years, but only married 2 of it. Okay, sorry. Interrupted the wine tour.
No, so he was. Well, I don't know if it was necessarily
the Pelosi
a wine tour. But go check out Russell Brand's video from this morning. And he's just like, fuck it. I guess it's just all fucked up, right? And he goes into like some fucking, he just crushes the story about this whole thing. But it made me think, right? You go, okay, that is very true that he got a D. So he was driving his 2021 Porsche in Monterey or wherever, Napa or wherever they have their winery. And basically he had to blow through a stop sign because it was like at a T intersection and he hit a Jeep. Didn't hurt anybody. Nobody was hurt.
But still.
That was, I'll go through the timeline real quick. So that was at like 10:15, right?
Okay.
Oh, so he left his home in St. Helena. I don't know where that is, from a dinner party at around 10:15 Saturday. At about 10 minutes later, this is Paul Pelosi was driving on Walnut Lane in Napa, attempting to cross State Route 29. So maybe it wasn't a T, and that was originally what I heard. And the 2021 Porsche was hit by a 48-year-old Jeep driver.
Wait, the Porsche was hit by a Jeep driver?
Yeah, so he cut in front of him.
Okay.
Basically. And of course, it just fucking skipped. Hang on. I hate it when this shit does this. Let me pull that back up. Sorry, guys. All right. So
he goes, Nancy's husband would need to be drunk to deal with her. Drunk all the time to deal with her bullshit.
Well, she's drunk 90% of the time.
I'm pretty sure she is too.
So when his Jeep was hit by a 2020, hit the 48-year-old Jeep driver at around 11:44. So that was at 10:15. Around
Gigi's on.
Hey, Gigi.
Hi, Gigi.
Around 11:44, Pelosi was arrested on suspicion of DUI and was booked into the Napa County Detention Center. Said,
do you think in real life people use, do you know who I am?
Fucking probably.
Do you know who I am?
There's still no like booking photos of him out yet.
Oh, really?
Pelosi was fully cooperative with CHP officers. Pelosi was later released on $5,000 bail. It did not specify which reports included incorrect information, but there was supposedly another DUI.
Oh, it's like a second?
Supposedly.
So why don't these assholes have
allegedly.
Drivers? That's what I don't get.
He's worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
Just get a driver and don't drive your Porsche. Drive your Porsche when you're sober.
So it says the NBC Bay Area report alleges that Pelosi was arrested in 2018 for a similar incident, instead attributing that arrest to another man named Paul Pelosi. So there's like some crossover here that potentially could be happening.
Mm-hmm.
So Nancy Pelosi's office declined to comment, but out of all of this, I
wonder if we'll ever even hear if he was found guilty.
Well, she already was like, kind of blew it off, right? And you go, all right.
You're not going to take responsibility of your husband's actions because this is a shadow of who you are.
So you have, over the weekend, basically one of the best, on 529, so this is like a couple days ago, one of the best replies, and you can't see it, sorry.
You can. I can see it.
You can? Okay. Mm-hmm. One of the best replies to Nancy Pelosi. Join me live at Brown University as I deliver the commencement oration to 2022 graduates and receive an honorary doctorate degree, where our friend, Drinking Bros host, Ross Patterson Revolution host, Ross Patterson replies, "Is your husband driving?" Which is one of the fucking funniest things. I just happened to see it pop up, and when we're over the weekend, I was like, "Oh my god, that's awesome!"
She has to know who they are, right? I mean, because Dan's been on Fox News how many times, and
one of their publicists probably knows who they are.
Yeah,
and it's still. So I went to her tweet, and his is the top one. His retweet. So I just think it's awesome. You know, you go, fuck.
He wasted no time on that bad boy.
And I mean, it was.
He saw her notification come up, and he was like, "Bam, I'm going in."
Yeah, it was there, yeah. And you know, come on.
That's funny.
Like, he follows her and he's like, what? I mean, I need to ask him, like, do you like follow her and have like your notification spell set on these people when they tweet dumb shit? Because
so you can respond quickly.
You have to, I mean, it's just the caliber of being on point. It's just right there. You know what I mean? So I just think it's a bunch of hypocritical bullshit. He'll probably get out of it with nothing.
Sure. He'll have community hours or something.
Yeah, he'll donate some cash.
If it's the second one, though, isn't that a more serious offense?
Yeah, Arizona, like if you get 2, that's considered a felony.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
2.
Okay.
Yeah, fucking California, like if you get 3 felonies or something like that, I don't know exactly, but it's like I don't know if this is still a thing, but like you used to go to jail for life if you hurt somebody, if you had manslaughter or anything like that. I don't know if this would qualify for that.
I doubt it would qualify.
But still, like, they had some pretty fucking, intense shit. So, what we got? Okay,
Ross is the GOAT. Yes,
Ross. I'm just telling you, it's hilarious that how on point that was. So go out, like I said, check out the what the fuck was
DJ
his name?
says Nancy isn't going to shut on her husband because he's the one making them rich from her inside trading
legit
tips.
Yeah, it's weird. Oh, that's the other part of it. This was like I don't know if this one specifically, but there was like Silicon Valley people at it, right? Which is like Google and all these other companies.
At what, the party?
At this party. And then just go watch that one. Go watch that. I don't know. I can't tie everything together as well as he did.
Watch it on what?
On YouTube.
Oh, okay.
And basically they go in and he goes through it and he's like, it's weird how you could have somebody that's on a committee that's responsible for monitoring, tech giants and putting into place like restrictions and stuff. Yet they're at your house, at your vineyard, at your party, and you're making money off of these companies' stocks.
Yeah.
At very opportune times.
Yeah.
Seems a little fishy.
Yeah.
So go check out all this shit.
Interesting.
So fun times.
Allison said California's 3-strike law. Gigi said there's mandatory jail time for 3 DUIs.
Okay. There you go.
DJ said 3 strikes law.
3 strikes law. Okay. So there was something like that. I knew there was something to that point. I couldn't remember exactly. There you go. Napa. So Brian texted me. He said Napa's all farm and hills and winding roads. It's like mountain driving, but small hills. He said he used to work up there. So it makes sense.
I want to go to Napa.
I know. But that's why we get on the wine tour. Like you get on a fucking bus and they drive you from, we've been up there.
We can do that here to go to Fredericksburg and a couple other places.
I don't think it's the same.
I'm pretty sure if I don't know what Napa's like, I'm going to enjoy this one. I don't know what Napa's like.
We've been to a few wineries up there, haven't we?
I want to still
Or is that Washington?
No, that was Washington. We went with, with Christine and Clancy. We've never been to Napa Valley. I want to go one day. Well, when airline prices and gas prices come down. Because you're likely to get your flight canceled anyways.
Evidently, they're going to be canceling a shit ton of them this weekend.
I can't remember. Was it Delta? Is going to over the next few months is going to be canceling 100. Is going to remove 100 flights a day.
It's just not going to be available.
Yeah, from their lineup.
Good. Gas prices. Telling you, just blame it on fucking Russia.
They said they're going to come down in August.
Blame it on Russia.
But didn't they say they were going to come down before summer too?
Oh no, they're expected to go up. So you heard today because you watched
national average for unleaded.
Nope, I just heard it on when I went.
Well, this was Friday. I said on Friday it was 464. On Friday that was the national average for unleaded.
Yeah, it was 467 now, and it's expected to go up through the summer as the summer surge.
Yeah, they're saying August.
I remember like 2 years, maybe it was a year ago when your niece posted something, your brother had posted something about like, yeah, here's your whatever. And she goes, this is just the summer, where it just goes up.
And it was the middle of spring.
And it was like February.
It was like February. And I was like, they really need to teach the kids seasons in school.
Seasonality. Logan said it's 487 over there. Yeah. Alex said Napa is nice. So,
well,
I don't remember
how
what
much
I paid the other day.
Okay, for mine.
We were paying $5, over $5 on the way back from the beach.
However,
that's in the middle of nowhere, Texas.
We did get 35 miles to the gallon. I'm back down to 12 in the city, but 35 miles to the gallon is pretty
good on a
fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. Women in full, what?
Hmm?
Over $5 there. Yeah, it just depends, man. It's gonna, and dude, I can't fill up my truck anymore. I'm not going to fill up my truck because my truck's gonna be $145 pretty quick here. It's a 36-gallon tank.
Yeah, we won't be driving your truck.
No, we're just gonna drive your car.
Need to get my oil changed because I finally hit 4,000 miles.
Did we?
Yeah.
4,000 in 2 years. It's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
Pretty good average.
I feel bad about it, but
2-year-old car's got 4,000 miles.
I need to get the oil changed.
I'm glad we bought it now. Fuck.
Yeah, well, I keep telling you, they keep trying to get me to trade it in, buy it, let them buy it back for me and give me like $2,000 off of 2022. And I'm like, yeah, but the price of the new 2022 is like 30,000 more than the one I bought for 2021.
It's a racket.
Why would I do that?
You wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't. So my vision went to
Oh, you went to get your eyes checked finally?
went to get my eyes checked for the first time. And
Can you see your phone? Did you wear your glasses today?
I had to wear my glasses for a little bit today. I'm getting eye strain.
Yeah.
I got a little, what do you call them?
I still think it's bullshit, but I still think you got a
What do you call
slight
Astigmatism
in
my left
one eye.
My left eye.
I had that growing up.
It's my non-dominant eye anyway.
I grew out of it. I grow out of it.
I got the 2020 in my right.
Okay, and then
2020 in my left and 2015 in my right.
what's that even like? Because without my glasses, I'm
I can
legally
see
blind.
through walls.
Yeah, pretty much. I still think it's interesting. I want to see when you get your new glasses, which you haven't ordered yet.
Do I need new glasses at that point?
Did they check what these were?
I don't know. I didn't even bring them with me.
Well, that's your dumb fault. They could have checked the
Do y'all
strength
wear
for them.
glasses? I mean, it depends. Like
They check
I
my
was getting
strength every time I
super
go.
bad eye strain.
They check my strength every time I go so they can see where I was at. And then it's interesting.
It was so they did this weird test, and it's like I said, it's been 7 years since I've had my eyes done, and it's like this extra $30 test that your eye insurance doesn't cover. Whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, whatever, and it basically like
scans the inside
like
of your eyeball.
it looks like you're looking into the fucking Matrix.
Yeah,
because you put your eyeball like super close to this fucking
and you
thing,
can see it reflecting back.
and then I don't know what it was. It's got like this crosshatch shit, like all of these red lines are going this way, and you're looking like this X.
They're basically
And then all of a
scanning your
sudden,
eye to do the.
you see
build of
this
it.
green light go, vroom, and it looks like it. You feel it you see it in your brain.
Are you sure you're not talking about the pressure test?
No, that was a different one.
Okay.
This is you're looking into this big Nikon fucking machine, right? And it's this tiny little hole you're looking in,
Right.
but you can.
Well, I'm about
see
to find out because I go on Tuesday.
And it was bizarre. So it flickers, and then it like strobes.
And it's
through
weird
your
that they
light.
still dilated your eyes after that because I thought that did the same thing as the eye dilation.
This is to look at like your optic nerve and shit like that, and then they can. And so it's basically like taking slices of your eye.
Okay.
So it's going from the back. and
It's
going
building your eyeball.
It was crazy, dude.
So that you see it in a 3D rendering.
Yeah, she's like, hold your eye open. And I was like, I'm trying. She's like, okay, blink. And it goes, boom, right? And it goes, brrr, brrr. And I was like, what the fuck was that, right? I didn't swear, of course, because there was like
That's a
crying
first.
kid next to me in another room. But yeah, it was bizarre.
Yeah. I go on Tuesday.
Get your eyes checked, folks, especially if it's been 7 years.
It's been 3 years for me because of COVID. So
I had to wear a mask in that motherfucking place.
I know I got to make sure I still have a mask in my purse.
I was like,
Yeah, I don't have to wear a mask at any of my other doctor's office. I haven't been to the
'cause
dentist.
The girl's like this close to you with the little.
the dentist is that close too, and they're the ones that wear the mask
My dad.
and the shield.
Yeah, they're
wear a
dressed in
mask and a
biohazard
shield.
suits.
So I mean,
because they're flicking shit all over themselves
Yeah.
at that point, right? I mean, I understand that. Like, I would do that anyway.
flick shit all over yourself.
No,
Oh.
like if I was just a dentist,
Mhm.
I think if I was getting in somebody's face like that, I'd probably have like a biohazard suit too. Because some dental health, like I brush my teeth 2 or 3 times a day,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you know,
I don't know. I'm disappointed that we still have to wear a mask, but such is life.
it's
And
the
you
first
have
time
to have an appointment to walk in there. You can't just walk in there anymore and
Where?
gander at their glasses. At the eye place, the eye doctor's office.
Oh, mine
Well, it's ours, but
or the one we just went to.
yeah, I'm fixing to go to. You have to. It's only by appointment now, and I guess maybe at one point they were walking.
I don't know.
I don't know, but it's
I don't
right
know.
down the
Go
street.
get shit checked out.
Yes.
Go get your prostate checked. Oh, if that's the same thing.
No.
No?
One's in that in your butt. The other one's is in your face. I think they're a little different.
Kind of. Remember the girl that sold farts?
Vaguely.
And then she ended up going to the hospital.
Yeah.
Because she was so backed up. She is a fucking entrepreneur.
Why?
Because now she is selling.
Why was she so backed up? I don't remember why she was so backed up.
These little fucking, where are these fruit flies coming from?
I don't know.
Remember, she was eating nothing but like beans and stuff. She was eating beans, anything that would make her gassy.
Okay.
Now, I'm telling you, this girl is the consummate entrepreneur. YouTuber who sold farts in a jar is now selling her boob sweat for $500 per jar.
What is she putting it on? Is she selling her sweaty bras or something?
No, she's sitting outside and she's like probably like
dripping into a jar.
The weird part is people are buying this for $500 a jar. So you might not have heard her name, Stephanie Matto. This is from IGN, wherever the fuck that article is from. But you remember she was hospitalized earlier. It was just this year, early, like it was probably January. And she was selling her farts
ALW said
for $1,000. But now her business is selling sweat.
So now she's going to end up in the hospital for sunstroke and dehydration, is what you're saying?
So I'll tell you. She said, you read it right. Basically, whatever. We're talking bodily fluids, just like her farts. Well, these bottles of sweat don't come cheap, as Matto is selling them for $500 pop. I got to get to the part. I got to get to the good part. So she revealed some details to Jam Press about how she is currently running her latest venture. According to the YouTuber, it takes about 15 minutes for her to sweat enough to store in a jar while she lays beside her garden pool.
What's her name?
Matto. I thought I didn't pull up a picture of her. So Matto revealed that, I already said that. She's able to fill about 10 bottles a day, which gives her the opportunity to earn around $5,000 every day.
She what? Sells how many what? Huh?
10 bottles a day for $500. That's a lot of
insane.
That's a lot of people.
There's a lot of weird people.
Weird.
I need to find something weird to sell.
So,
is it Jennifer Matos? What's her name?
Yep. So you just look up girl selling boob sweat. She's pretty. She's definitely pretty. She was on, I can't remember.
Does she need those?
I can't see that far.
Because you got your eyes checked. Yeah, I thought they were 2020 and 2015.
I just can't see the pictures of them. They're too blurry. Not blurry. They're just too small. But just Google it. You'll be able to see pictures. So with boob sweat, I want to do things right. I want to be smart. Start off slow and have sustainable growth that doesn't overwhelm my body. So she's like, I just have to be cautious and not be out in the sun too much. Make sure I'm staying hydrated, right?
Stephanie Matto.
Stephanie? Okay. So, to all the weirdos out there. I can't believe
she's making like all these articles. It's fucking hilarious.
ALW said, Beth, sell your toenail clippings. Beth was funny earlier. She's sitting in a meeting. She goes, well, I made it through half my fingernails.
I said I got one hand trim. Now I got to trim. When my nails get too long, they drive me nuts and I can't.
And you're typing on a keyboard?
No, it affects my texting more than anything. But I started off the morning in one meeting and I was like, oh, I don't have to play a big role in this meeting. I'm going to clip and file my nails.
Okay, so she's got the market cornered on boob sweat. What else could you sell? Eyelash? No. I swear to God, I don't know where these bugs come from. Like, the house is clean. So
because when you go outside, you leave the garage door cracked that much and flies and bugs get in that way.
I don't understand it. The craziest thing. Is Logan selling? DJ said, sell your booty juice. No, that doesn't sound
booty
at all.
Juice.
No, but there's probably some motherfucker that'll buy it because if dudes are buying like used underwear,
I don't even know if I want to know what booty juice is.
I think it's just butt sweat. Like you work out, you go work out.
I'll just sell my sweaty underwear then.
Can do it.
That's so weird. Wonder what she sells it on. Does it say?
People will literally do anything.
No. Well, because I wanted to do the OnlyFans for my feet and then I broke my toe and then I got that corner on the other one. You're like, fuck it. Some people will like it. Still do it. And I'm like, one day.
I told you to cut that toe off. There's actually a thing about like it's kind of, do you remember the James Spader movie Crash?
No.
So it was a movie where
I don't think I saw it.
There's actually a syndrome where people are into like removing parts of themselves or trauma, like they get in car accidents and that would get them all off. And
Really?
shit like that, or they cut a fucking limb off or something like
So
that.
weird.
Like basically going back, like they were self-created like nugget porn, right? Kind of like one of those situations.
Yeah.
And or being paralyzed of some
Paraplegic?
sort, or maybe not paraplegic, but just like paralyzed in some sort. Paralysis. I guess.
Paralysis. Okay.
So like, you
You want me to cut that toe off?
literally sell anything, right?
That is funny.
You got the right market, booty sweat. You were talking to me, man. I could use leggings. Absolutely.
What? You used leggings?
I don't have any
Oh,
leggings.
DJ said, sell your booty juice. He was talking to you.
Oh, me.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Like while you're in jiu-jitsu? Oh,
I could drain out those geese and there's 4 cups of
that's
fucking sweat.
so gross, dude.
Probably more. I lose like 4 or 5 pounds.
You're going to make me throw
of
up.
sweat every
Stop.
time I'm working out.
Maybe
so.
we use your sweat and I advertise it as my boob sweat. And there we go.
And dudes are just like sitting on
What do
themselves.
people do with it when they buy
I
it?
don't know. Just
Rub a
like
little
wake
under
up,
their nose?
just wake up in the morning and it's like,
So gross.
I've got Beth's boobs. Little do they know it's just ball sweat.
I got boob sweat. It's not ball sweat. It's your whole body sweat. That's
You just fuck
weird.
with them. You just mess with them at that point, right? Y'all,
Yeah, make me
y'all
wanna-
make me not want to have kids. Yeah, don't. We don't have kids.
Why? Why does that make you not want to have kids?
I don't know. Because if this is where we're at right now in society, just imagine like
Living in yoga
10 or
pants.
15 or 20 years from now.
Yeah.
telling you.
Javon said, you saw the crash 1996, Greg? Is that the one?
I'm old, buddy.
James Spader.
45. I'm going to be 46 in a couple months. Yep. I saw that one. Did you just Google it, bud? I bet you.
Nail W says she lives in yoga pants. I do during the winter. I live in yoga pants.
Yeah. Here it's just shorts.
Too summer.
Shorts
too
here.
hot here.
Yeah.
Like once it hits about May time frame,
Shorts.
forget it.
Skirts,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not for work. Shorts.
Yeah.
It's a nice shirt and comfy shorts.
Right, Logan? I'm satisfied. We're both satisfied with being an aunt and an uncle. Yeah, absolutely. Let me go into real quick before we jump into the next part.
Where'd my pencil go?
It's right there. Sheath underwear. Perfect timing.
Perfect time.
I could use those to capture the essence of
Your booty
Greg.
juice.
Yeah. So
That would
last
be
time
booty and ball.
I brought this up, I said it was the first. I think it was the first show.
Yes, on Friday.
Not this past. It was a couple weeks ago, and I hadn't really talked about it since.
Right. You hadn't gotten them yet.
I hadn't gotten them,
We
but I
got them
wanted
last
just to
week.
throw it out there. But we have gotten them. I've worn them multiple times. I've worked out in them a ton. Jiu-jitsu, regular workouts, they are pretty fucking amazing. So you can go out to sheath.com, use discount code The Bar Is Open,
Yeah.
and change your underwear.
And I got the bralette, and
Yeah.
it's super comfy, and it's perfect for tanks. I have not worn the underwear yet.
It's by virtue of just having.
I mean, I just have a lot of underwear, so I haven't gotten into it yet.
Yep. But it is it's a great product. Super soft. The ball cup system that they have in that thing, it's interesting.
Right.
So
It's legitimately a pouch.
like
I feel like you have to have pretty big balls.
So yeah, you kind of do. And I don't have
Or
big,
long
giant-
balls.
Yeah, like I don't have that. Like I guess if you get into like your 60s or something, maybe those are going to be perfect for that.
Yeah.
Or if it's like super hot out,
Yeah.
right? If it's cold, it's not. I don't think it's necessarily going to work. Which is they're just like boxer briefs at that point, which is totally fine.
Right.
But check them out, dude. They are super soft, super comfortable. There's different lengths. They have like 8-inch and like the 4 or 6-inch or 5-inch one.
You got both, right?
I got both. I prefer
Like
the
the
little shorter ones.
Right.
Because when you're in a jiu-jitsu gi or even I like the longer ones when I'm just rolling
Working
no gi
shorts.
or especially no gi. And I
Yeah.
have just shorts on so they aren't sliding up and it doesn't look like I have fucking anything on underneath them.
Right.
But, with a cup, they're good, right? So check them out. But they do have... You always wondered about my giant balls? I don't have giant balls.
We've got the biggest balls of them all. ACDC.
I personally think I just have like average balls.
I think you have average balls too. I mean, it's not like I've seen a lot of balls in my life.
You watch a lot of...
Yeah, that's not real.
Because they've all been
And I still don't
tucked.
really look at their balls very much.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like comparisons. I'm not really looking at dudes' balls either.
I mean, I don't.
So sheath.com, use discount code. The bar is open for 20% 20% off. Go out there. Bar is open, 20% off. Sheath.com. And you could sell your sweat if you chose to. It's a thing.
You'd wear it, sweat in it,
you could become an entrepreneur. You could literally.
And I could share Sheath with the world when I sell those sweaty drawers.
Yes. See,
AOW said bikini time in the summer.
That would theoretically be a write-off.
Is it a legit cup? It's a pouch.
It's a pouch.
It's like a kangaroo pouch.
So I have cups for jujitsu, right? So with that,
it's not a big plastic thing. It's legitimately a pouch.
Yeah. It's like a little, you put your
crotch of your
friggin' two berries in there.
So what, you have your split here, right? Like here's the little peephole.
And you just kind of,
it's right underneath it.
Hang your little balls or your big balls.
Put your balls in there,
and then
baby.
Your dong goes into like this other little compartment. It's really interesting.
Allison said, who wants to look at balls? And Gigi said, I love balls.
See,
I mean, two different perspectives, right?
We all like what we like. Go check them out though. They are super. So I've been using I know we keep going on it, but I've used Under Armour for years. Those are more like synthetic. These are more cottony feeling,
right?
Like softer.
I will say that the bralettes are not for working out. If you're gonna if you're gonna be doing high impact stuff, no. If you're just maybe lifting weights, maybe.
Okay, there you go. And they're pretty. They're nice. Yeah, they look nice. So there you go. Cool. Beth, cool rescue caught on camera.
Can't wear boxers in no-gi. That's a rule. Yeah. No, nobody wants to see that happen.
No boxers and no gi. Yeah, no.
So this
these are not boxers. These are the ones that go tight. They're boxer briefs, so they're tight against your legs.
It is a really cool it's a good it could be a sad story with a happy ending, but it also just reminded me it's time to remind people. I don't know how many people that watch or listen have small children. But this baby got and I want to say he was like, how much was he? How old was he? 4-year-old boy. Somehow in the apartment complex got into the pool section.
This is the autistic kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was super excited, jumped in the pool.
He ran straight for it.
He ran straight for it and just jumped straight in it. And luckily, the man who saved him, it's in Kansas. What's his name?
There were a couple little boys.
Well, his son, Xavier, saw the little boy floating in the pool and ran and got his dad. When they finally watched the video, because there was a camera, he was underwater for 3.5 minutes.
Oh, geez, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so they show the dad jumping, which what I thought was kind of weird because the dad had to jump the fence to get in, so that little boy must have fit through the slats.
He had to have. Yeah. They'll be replacing that whole fence.
Yeah, and so he jumped in and he did CPR for.
I know he was able to resuscitate.
He did resuscitate him, but he also gave a good point. He hadn't taken a CPR class in 15 years. He's like, but I just used what I know. It's not, you recall. Yeah. Well, no, he didn't even know that. The preschooler was underwater for nearly 3.5 minutes. The 6-foot fence to get Xavier and used hands only CPR.
Yeah.
Over 15 years ago that he learned over 15 years to resuscitate him. I don't remember if it says how long he did it, but he did do it until the boy started coughing and coming up, having the water come up. The paramedics also had to jump the fence because you can see the paramedics jumping.
It's probably
the
a
fence.
key. That's why.
And so the little boy is fine, luckily.
After being
3.5
drowned for 3.5 minutes. That's
he
pretty
is
amazing.
Fine. They actually in the video, and we'll play the video in a second. You do see him running across the where the podium is at, to where his mom and that guy are at.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's just, and so here's the thing. Between 1 and 4 years of age, drowning is the #1 cause of accidental death for children. So I think that's important. But here's what I didn't know. For autistic children, it's 10 times greater.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's maybe the lack of communication and nobody notices they're gone because maybe they're quieter than a kid that's not autistic. I don't know, but it's
more drawn
10 times
to water
greater
or something. I don't know.
Just 10 times greater. So I thought that was kind of interesting to know. Let me get this up and I'll play it
right over there. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I wonder if, yeah. That sounds like it would be something where they're drawn to water or something. There's some reason that drowning,
it on?
or they don't know the risk.
Tell me when you're ready.
Go. There you go. Can you make it a little bit bigger? Nope.
Okay.
Yep. Just in.
Yeah, and it's a little hard to watch.
I just switch it to full screen. So yeah, so he just
so they
goes
do
in.
stop it. They don't make you watch the whole video, but they do show. Let me fast forward a little bit because they did do like a ceremony, like a recognition ceremony. That's the guy who saved him. The mom is the girl on the left in the pink. That is his son. That's Xavier on the right. You do see him if you look in the left-hand corner.
All right, so who's this little kid?
This is Xavier, the guy who...
That's the little boy?
Yeah. So here's the dad. He comes and he jumps in, and then he just does...
Goes straight to work.
Yeah. And then you see him waking up, and he was like, it was probably the best feeling when he started coughing up that water.
Yeah.
He goes, having a son myself, I would be devastated if anything happened to him. And kids are so lucky because that's like the third time we've heard about kids falling in water of some sort. One time it was the ice broke and they fell in, and a lady happened to be in her kitchen.
Since we lived here. When we lived in Phoenix, kids drown all the time.
I know, but it
was terrible. There's so many pools there.
Well, and I love it when there's a happy ending to those stories because unfortunately, more often than not, there's not always a happy ending.
Absolutely.
So, just wanted to call some awareness.
You can go get CPR training all over the place. We do it at our office.
It's been years. I can't even remember.
A couple years ago.
It's been longer than that. We've been here 4 years now.
And you did it before we moved here.
Was it here or before we moved to Colorado?
No, here. I did it right before we moved here at Taekwondo.
Okay, that's right.
Put one on there. I did it.
I thought you did one at work.
I did one at the office also. Okay. I've done it multiple times.
Yeah,
I'm a card carrying CPR certified guy.
Look at you, badass.
Yep.
I probably should do it. It's
just one of those things. It's like, yeah, man. He said he almost drowned as a kid after getting stuck under a dock. My future middle school principal ended up saving me. It just
what did he say? I'm sorry. Say that again.
He almost drowned getting stuck under a dock, and his middle school principal saved him.
Oh wow!
It doesn't take much, So do your best. Do what you can. Be vigilant. Pay attention.
Yeah.
Especially around pool.
Right. Well, vigilance. Right.
Any water. Especially with little kids. You never know. You never know.
So there's your PSA for summer safety.
Summer safety. And don't leave your fucking dogs in cars. Not you guys. I'm going to kill this bug. I swear to God. I'm not seeing shit. I swear to God. It's not a floater in my eye. It's a little...
Just leave it alone.
What's happening.
Keep going.
Because it keeps flying around my nose.
It's okay, keep going.
Like I've got something on my face.
Fake it till you make it.
Fake it. Pole dancing mice. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I got to see this.
I got to find it. Did I not pull it in here? Hang on.
ALW said Lake Michigan takes so many lives from the undertow. Yeah.
Pole mice. Forgot to pull it into the show. Give me 1 second and I'll pull this pole dancing mouse up. Here we are. We've got a pole dancing mouse. And it's not just a pole dance. It's not any kind of pole dancing mouse. This is a taxidermy pole dancing mouse that we can all go buy.
What?
This lady used to be a stripper. And now she's making
stuffs mice and puts them on
$100,000 a year selling these mice.
I just can't believe people buy this shit.
I have other pictures, and I'll post a couple of other ones later. But the former dancer is cheesed off online trolls. This is on The Sun. She's in England.
Jessica, thank you for laughing because I was trying not to laugh. Allison said, I got stuck underneath a fat lady sitting in an inner tube at a water park. That happened to me as a kid.
Remember
is
the
scary.
movie?
I should laugh.
What was it? The one with the giant shark, Mega? Yeah. Something like that. Remember the scene where they're like, it's going into like Indonesia. It's like
where the
one
kid
of those
is eating that popsicle or sucker.
thousands or billion people
in inner tubes, and they
squished
don't
together.
They don't leave
I can
when they
see how that could happen.
Yeah, no, completely. And that happens at water parks.
You're in like a wave pool.
Yeah, totally.
90 million people.
I've gotten stuck under. I mean, not
you've got
permanently
4
stuck,
13-year-old kids trying to keep an eye on you. As you're 40 years old and you're like, or 14, you've got a 30 or 13-year-old trying. Yeah, no,
that's funny.
I don't know. It could definitely happen. So this form, let me see. So Katie Hardwick she became a full-time taxidermist selling the mice for $55 to $200 a piece.
Wow.
Right. So it says she stuffs at least 5 a day and creates mini scenes. There's other ones where there's multiples of them. This is just the stripper one.
That must be the $200 ones, right? Gigi says this was common back in the day. She has a mouse in a tailored outfit. Like a real mouse? Or a fake mouse?
I don't know. I've never seen this before.
Are you showing pictures? Because we're not seeing
There's just one. It's on the screen.
Not coming up over here.
It's not, it will.
Maybe I'm far behind. Oh, there.
You might have gotten
I got it now.
Or something. So she said, people have told me that the mouse didn't die to be immortalized as a stripper.
It does look really cute.
So where she buys these mice from, she goes to a pet shop and they're food for snakes or reptiles. Like snakes eat frozen mice. So they're already dead.
Oh.
Right. So that's just.
I mean, the mouse looks cute.
I don't know. It's just
with 3 dogs, he wouldn't last in our house very long.
Right.
But I mean,
he still manages.
Do you have a picture
terribly. He still manages his money terribly. I don't have one on
of the multi ones.
Not on my laptop. If you give me the clicker, I can do one.
The clicker?
I'll do that real quick. Give me 1 second.
I want to see the multiverse.
The multi
mice.
Yeah, give me one. So is it coming through? There we go. So this is her. You can look up on the screen, honey. Look up on the screen. There you go. Just look on the screen.
I'm looking. It's right here.
There you go. So we've got her. She's the one that does them. So if you look at the table, if I can blow this up, there you go. Gonna kind of go back down, but there's like a little scene.
Oh yeah, okay.
Right. Then we've got the pole dancer. Then we've got like the little stage one. I think that's all.
Oh, that's cute. She's Amy Winehouse.
Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
Then a circus acrobat.
Amy Winehouse or something probably. Oh, look, yeah.
So that's it.
Hey, they're kind of cute. I wouldn't buy one.
Not for $200.
They're cute.
That maybe I will. Fuck. Put it right on set. Holding the beer.
ALW said she would do a pup taxidermy.
A what? A puppy taxidermy?
I would totally get my pup taxidermy. He's too handsome to cremate. Aw. I don't think I could, though. I'd cry every time I look at him.
I've told Bomber I'm going to make him a carpet anyway. I'm like, dude, you just lay there in front of shit. I might as well just put you in front of the door for the rest of my life.
Yeah. He's
our golden retriever. But
that mouse has booty, ALW said. Yeah. That mouse was cute.
Just an interesting little story. She was a stripper, started doing this, and now she's changed her career.
Nice. So, I mean, 100,000 a year ain't too shabby. Stuffing 5 mice a day,
right?
I mean, who knows how long it takes? Let's say each mouse takes an hour. We'll say an hour and a half,
a couple hours maybe,
and maybe a full 8-hour day.
$100,000.
I mean,
you're working at home. You're using your hands,
doing something you love.
Creative.
Yeah.
You're technically working with nature.
Well, dead nature.
Nature's nature. How about a?
He said this lady has serious time on her hands. I think this is her job.
That's her job. Yeah. So she's no longer stripping. So she's got the nights off now.
Robbie said you can't emphasize former part enough.
Former stripper.
Former stripper. I mean, there were girls when I was in college. There were girls when I went to the junior college for a year. There was a girl that was a stripper. That's how she paid for college. And she drove a Porsche.
Yeah, I don't care.
I mean,
now it's just you show your booty hole on fucking
YouTube. I mean,
yeah, whatever it is, OnlyFans. YouTube, but yeah, it's fine. I don't care.
I don't
do you. If it can get you through med school without doing a bunch of cocaine and being stuck in a strip club.
Or without loans to pay off for the next 30 years.
Oh, yeah. You do you. That's called being an entrepreneur.
I mean, if you can go to med school and be a stripper, you're obviously doing cocaine because otherwise you'd be exhausted all the time.
What's the one you take when you have
ADD.
ADHD?
It's right on the tip of my tongue. Adderall.
Adderall. It's either one or the other, right?
Yeah.
I
I thought Adderall made people really concentrate, and that's why they made good grades. If they didn't,
does.
If they didn't have ADD.
Well, if you don't have ADD, it's kind of like a stimulant for your brain, so you can focus. I don't know all the rules with it, and I didn't do it, so I didn't take it, not do it. I never took Adderall.
Do it.
But I have friends that just did meth instead. So,
okay, all right.
You know, you do you. How about this goddamn mullet lion? Need to make this bigger so y'all can see it.
I like the purple light tonight, babe. What is wrong with him?
I'll tell you.
Is he real?
Yeah. So people were kind of like, what did you guys do at the zoo to this lion? They're like, nothing.
Not really a mullet as much as it is a bowl cut.
Well, it's super, super fluffy. Like super fluffy, right? Cat's bad hair day stirs uproar.
Love the pun.
Yep. Zoo says it wasn't us. Lion's not so perfect hairdo. Perfect. Hairdo is raising eyebrows, prompting a zoo in China to brush the blame off themselves and onto Mother Nature. So it says Hang Hang, which is kind of a good name for a lion. Hang Hang. I mean, it could have been like Bing Dong. They went with Hang Hang. The lion has a helmet internet buzzing about his rock star nature, his rock star mane, because let's face it, sure looks like a failure of a haircut, but basically they're saying it was a high humidity is to blame.
Makes his hair fluffy.
He claiming the lion licked his paws and brushed his hair out during the recent extreme heat. So he's trying to cool down,
right?
And he kept rubbing his hair, and it just made it go.
Oh, that's funny.
I thought it was kind of cool.
I mean, he does. I'd like to see. I'm going to look at a picture of a regular lion, see what the difference is.
They just look like a lion. Everybody know what a lion looks like. His hair's.
I know what a lion looks like, but
it's kind of cut forward and kind of like trimmed around. So I don't know. What are you gonna do?
Here's a picture of a
Jimmy Seville reincarnated. Thank you, Robbie. Exactly.
His is just because usually a lion's
kinda
top part
back.
is like this.
Yeah.
And he just like literally
came forward.
Did a bowl.
He looks like a BTK kid or whatever they with the Korean.
Oh, the band.
Kids, where they're all like pushed straight forward and they're all bowl cut across.
That's hilarious. Actually,
is it BTK? No, that's that bind, torture, kill guy.
I don't
probably
know.
the wrong band name.
It's the big Asian band that's very popular.
There's a few of them. I can't think of them. Not really into that.
I need a haircut.
So anyway, just said it was kind of an interesting thing. I thought it was kind of cute. I'd share it. What the hell? I mean,
he wanted to look different.
I'm not judging him.
Everybody wants the thing.
I'm not judging him. Maybe he just, could be his month too. I don't know. I don't know the rules.
I don't know.
Do they have like a month for lions?
Oh, shit, I forgot what my feel good was.
Shame.
Dang it. I had two.
Start calling that a hang.
A hang? Hang.
When you screw up and be like, hang. Probably means something.
I found it.
Right.
I thought I came up with two, but
means a hang.
Hang. I can't remember the second
What's this microchip in a brain? You've got a microchip in a brain.
So
would you guys ever put a microchip in your brain?
We've talked about.
We've talked about like the neuro.
Well, you had one where the guy who was quadriplegic,
that
right?
Was the Neuralink. That's Elon Musk stuff.
That they put something in his brain and it allowed him to put his thoughts into a computer.
Well, he could interact with with the new Tesla phone.
Right.
That's the idea. And then my aunt has Parkinson's, and she's got like a deep implant.
But that's for something else, right?
That's to stop her tremor.
But that sends a signal or something, right?
So I mean, that's a implant.
Well, a paralyzed man in Colorado can now drive a car using a microchip in his brain, which is really kind of cool.
I don't know about that shit.
Why?
What happens if you like glitch? You start daydreaming. Like we talked about this, right? We talked about this when Crystal and Sammy, or you and me and Crystal were on the show. We had her on the show. We were talking about that like Zen moment when you go into like
she talked about it when she's in her think tanks or the float tanks.
Yeah, where you kind of like lose control a little bit, but you're not, like your body's an autopilot what happens if that happens? And this dude's just sitting there and he's like, I'm in La La Land, right? Everybody's had that happen where you're just driving and you're like, holy shit, how did I just go 2 miles or 5 miles or 10 miles?
What's the difference between us doing that and him doing that?
My hands are on the steering wheel.
Yeah, but your brain's not behind it.
But my hands.
Anyways. So this gentleman was in an accident and is paralyzed from the waist down. And so this is the first time he's driven a car since his accident. And this technology is a breakthrough pioneered by a team led Colorado neurosurgeon Dr. Scott Fauci.
Probably Anthony Fauci's son.
And so he can, for more than a year, the group has worked with Zuniga so he can communicate between a microchip in his brain and the computer in the car. The computer can pick up that particular electronic fingerprint and feed that to the race car, Fauci said. So literally, he's like...
Is he outside of the car? He's
in the car.
He's in the car.
Yeah.
There's got to be a driver in that car just in case.
There is somebody with him now. I mean, obviously, they're still testing it. But he did it. So he drove the car at Pikes Peak International Raceway.
Okay.
So they did it on a racetrack. You want to see it?
Colorado Springs?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, Jessica, you were saying, you were talking about discovering a lot about your brain, right? There's a lot of things you can do. Check out that episode with Crystal. It was about being mindful. She's got a lot of really cool ideas, and she does a lot of interesting stuff as far as that goes. So check that out.
I mean, he's not going really fast.
Yeah, they definitely didn't let him.
He's going at a decent speed.
He's going 20, 25, 50. I don't know. Now he crashed.
No, he didn't crash.
Oh, it's him.
So it's him.
Oh, so he's in the passenger seat.
For now.
Yeah, probably.
But I'm sure it'll get to a point where maybe one day he'll
cool.
be able to drive.
Shit,
I know. I'm used to you. I just ignore you.
He gets to drive. He gets the feeling of driving.
Yeah.
And he's controlling it.
Well, and so he's got use of his arms. Maybe not full use, but he's got use of his arms. So maybe it's a combination.
I really do think it's pretty cool. The way technology's advancing so fast.
It is. It's also scary sometimes because it makes me think of the Matrix.
Lloyd, what's happening?
Or Terminator.
Well, I mean,
okay. I mean,
it comes down to
shit's always got to happen, right?
So what if you could build an exoskeleton that was ultra light, but it is the Iron Man suit, for lack of a better way to think about it, right?
Well, they have stuff like that already.
Oftentimes they're bulky, they're big. You know what I mean?
But I think I've seen where they've gotten way better. Move your body based off your thoughts.
Just off your thought, like go forward. Like my neurons aren't firing. My neurological system isn't firing, but I can link wirelessly into this suit
and move my legs.
And I just want to go forward. I want to get a cup of water. You don't care
how
I want to brush my teeth,
or
whatever.
What's the word? Bulky it is if it's making you move again.
I know, but I'm just saying.
I think that it will get better over time.
Where you could put clothes over it or something like that.
Again, I don't think you care if you have to wear clothes under it.
No, I'm just saying. But no, you're right, because they like the military's been working on like exoskeleton suits and shit like that for a long time, right? Where they can lift heavier and it's less fatigue on muscles and joints and shit like that, especially
UFOs.
Like my brother, who was a 155-pound mortarman, right? And had to carry shit that he shouldn't theoretically have been carrying because he was not a big guy, but that's what he did.
Greg called you cynical. Yes.
Yeah, I absolutely am. But for fun, right? But you go like, okay, now you get that 155-pound guy or 65-pound dude.
Allison said it's Avatar.
Kind of is.
Yeah.
Yep. So
but there was going into a different realm.
Yeah, but he was in the wheelchair.
Yep.
I mean,
yep.
I don't know.
I just thought it was cool.
It is very interesting. I'm all for like Neuralink, for different chips that can make people have a better quality of life.
Absolutely.
It is,
As long as you can't control them, as long as it doesn't give the people mind control capability.
Oh, like Professor X?
Or like that
wheelchair.
I know, but there was a movie where the guy was something candidate. Anyways.
He was a mechanic?
Oh,
mechanic?
He says he spells cynical.
Oh, Oh, I thought it said cynical.
I did too, but maybe
I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Cynical?
Wait.
Kind of looks like cynical.
I did not call it's, but he says, yo, what? I did not call him cynical. He
It's
spelled
all
it the
good.
same way. I'm like, wait, huh? Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm getting hungry.
We got a couple more things to go over. We're good.
I'm starving.
I've been holding on to this. No, Greg, you're not a demon. You're a good person. Tuned into us. It's all good. This is a story that I've been cynical. That's how you spell cynical. So what the hell?
What was the other one? What is SINICAL?
I don't know. Hashtag Google.
Thank you,
good.
Allison.
No worries. I've got a master's. So do you. That's funny.
I graduated 3.9.
3.86. Fuck. Anyway, what would you do?
Bitches.
Because we were I was kind of put in this position. What would you do if your parents told you, give us a grandchild or we're going to sue you?
I'm going to give you a big middle finger and say, I double dog dare you.
This is a story from a little bit ago. I just got to find it real quick. So,
did people really do this?
So it is in India or some shit like that.
Okay.
Indian couple sue only son for not giving them grandchildren.
Did they win?
A couple in India are suing their son and daughter-in-law for not giving them grandchildren after 6 years of marriage. These two live in.
Did they promise some grandkids?
I can't say the fucking name of this place. Filed a petition this month seeking 50 million in Indian rupees, about $645,000, in damages from their son, 35, and his wife, 31. In a petition viewed by CNN, this on CNN.com or whatever, the couple claimed that they spent about 20 million rupees, about 257,000, raising their son, who's an only child, right? So these motherfuckers are getting down to the dime, right? So they raised him, educated him, made him capable, made him a pilot, which was expensive, said the couple's legal representative, whoever the fuck
that has nothing to do with providing babies.
There's a rationale behind this.
That's not.
They see people in their neighborhood playing with their grandchildren and feel like they should also have one. They said they didn't marry their son and listen to this. They didn't marry their son and daughter-in-law off so they could live alone. So they said that in the next year, either give us a grandchild or give us compensation.
Suck a dick.
There is no one to take care of them. They said as the couple ages, there's no one to take care of them.
The parents? Is that the way they had a
all
child?
Parents wish to be as grandparents one day.
So that somebody can wipe their ass, basically? Yeah. Did they go to court?
CNN has not been able to contact the couple's son and daughter-in-law, and it's not clear if they have secured legal representation. So
I just feel like if you didn't sign a contract to say I would produce a baby for paying all this shit within 6 years of getting married, how can you hold them responsible?
There, though. So the lawsuit primarily targets the son and daughter-in-law, but the petition also lists complaints against the daughter-in-law's family. Though this kind of lawsuits are rare, the topic of familial obligation has long been controversial in India, where carrying on the family line and caring for elder parents and in-laws is often seen as a familial duty. Like, I think it's supposed to be familial, but duty, right? It's also sometimes a legal duty. Parents can claim a monthly allowance from their adult children under federal law. It seeks to protect parents and senior citizens who may not be able to take care of themselves.
That is a stupid. Well, it's India.
There's 90 billion people there.
Yeah.
Maybe not 90 billion.
I'm pretty sure they could probably find somebody to take care
There's
of them.
at least 3 billion people there. The number
ALW says, that's what I tell my kids. I want grandbabies, not grand cats. Well, I mean, we're a poor couple to talk about because I'm like, you got grand dogs.
Exactly. We are the fur baby parents, dude. So,
ALW, before I forget, for your migraines, have you tried Botox? Botox is supposed to work great for migraines too. Sorry, it was back to the chip conversation. I was catching up and I saw her. She's got lupus and suffers from really bad migraines. But yeah,
Greg, you said you have a Bachelor of Finance 3.7. Dude, I got a fucking Bachelor of Communications from Arizona State University. They made fun of it on The Simpsons. So you're fine. All right. My master's was a different story altogether. It was a
Bachelor of
competition.
Finance, I feel like would be a great bachelor to have.
Goddamn right.
Better
I
than
got a communications. I was
And
like,
she graduated,
just get me
and
out
he
of
graduated at
college.
3.7. I mean, that's not too shabby for
I don't even
undergraduate.
want to say out loud what
I'm not
got
gonna.
out of
I would
college.
never. I graduated. I got D's in Spanish, and I'm fucking Hispanic. D for diploma, dude. D for diploma. So let's not talk about my undergraduate. I brag about my graduate because
She's like, I went to A&M, class of 94 or whatever. Like, congratulations. What'd you study? Journalism, and then but however many other things did you study?
No, my major was
30 of them.
journalism. My minor was psychology because when I originally started, I was a psych major,
Oh,
and
that's
then
what
I
it was.
decided fuck medical school. I just
Can't you
moved
just
shit
go to
around.
like community college and get a degree in
I
psychology?
don't know.
Pretty sure at this point. Online.
Probably.
It's all Zoom classes anyway. That's what we're
Yeah.
going to be doing. So a number of related cases have made headlines in India in recent years, such as a family dispute over monthly allowances in 2020 that culminated in a Supreme Court judge telling the sons involved, don't forget, you are everything because of your father.
What if your dad's a like?
Where the
what
hell is mom in that
What
statement?
if your dad's a total loser?
Yeah.
Well, it is India. I mean, because of your father. If it wasn't for dad's penis, the kid wouldn't be here. Mom's vagina would have laid barren.
I'm just telling you.
Well, you know,
Mom's vagina would have laid barren without, if not for
if
your
not
father.
for the father.
If your father hadn't spread his seed with her. Jesus Christ. I just thought
Robbie went to San Diego State University. I wanted to go there so bad when I was.
and her parents said,
My parents said, negative. I'm not sending you to college so you can go to the beach. And I was like, God, you're so mean. Worst parents ever.
We're gonna save the other stories for the next show. But real quick, I'm actually gonna save my feel good, and I'll give another feel good because I want to get some pictures. I meant to get a picture, and I
Better
didn't
get
get a
them
chance.
fast.
I will. I know. I'll have them take some. But my feel good is literally just kind of getting back into things. I always like it coming back from vacation, taking a couple days off, and getting back into the rhythm of things. It's kind
You
of
do?
I really do.
Oh my gosh. On Monday night, I was crying until 10 o'clock at night that I just want to retire and I don't want to go back
So
to
my
work.
feel good is taking the vacation, but getting back into like a structure because I like going back to
You're
jiu-jitsu. and I
very
like getting back
structured when it
the-
comes to like your eating and your workouts. You could never
thank
be
you for going on
a
vacation
retired
and-
lazy person.
No. Thank you guys for being on watching the show. We have a lot of people tuning in tonight. So thank you guys. What's your feel good for the night?
My feel good, well, now I don't want to do the one I gave, and I was trying to remember what my other one was. My feel good is Monday night. Like we hung out with the Benzaquins and smoked some meat, and
What's a shit ton of all sorts
I
of
drank
stuff.
some whiskey.
Venison.
That's the night I finished my
chicken and
whiskey
steak.
bottle, and just hung out and had a good time. And it was a great way to end a vacation.
a long
It was just enough to have a little fun, but I still was in bed by midnight. I wasn't hungover the next day. It was a good time.
3 giant glasses of whiskey.
They weren't giant. 2 were giant because you poured them. The third one I just poured because it was the rest of it.
I just
It
added
was good.
ice.
I know. I added a lot of ice
It's
too.
all good there. So real quick, just a couple of things for entertainment. Keep in mind, one of the things is we always do feel goods. We try and remember to do the feel goods. Just think of a feel good every day if you can. Just think of one thing that you're kind of, it doesn't have to be appreciative. This was a good thing for you. It's good for your soul. So I watched the Ricky Gervais special the other night.
I saw you.
And
Alex, we love you too.
it was really good.
Amber Alert.
Spring, Texas. Don't know.
Honda.
It was really good. Go
Was it
out
good?
and judge it for yourselves. I think everybody saw the
Was it good?
controversy with the transgender. It was really good.
I'll have to watch
Like I'll watch it with you again.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely I would say worth watching again because he goes into some very specific things, and he kind of tells the story, and he's good at that. He's amazing at doing that, and he's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He's like, you can do what
there's
you
a
want. He
point
goes, but
where-
I'm a multimillionaire.
I was gonna say there's a point
and
where
I
you
live
make
in my mansion.
you make
I
so much
don't
money.
care.
Do you really care? Because all you're doing is having an opinion, and opinion's not a bad thing.
But what I think it's doing, like with the Chappelle, I think his Ricky Gervais
Attitude.
stand-up
Mhm.
just shifted something,
Okay.
like in pop culture, just in social media.
Okay.
I think it just went from, maybe I'm wrong. I could be completely wrong, because Netflix came out right before they released that and
Yeah.
said, if you don't like the content, like to the employees,
Don't watch it.
No, to the employees. If you don't like the content we're putting on, we're not excluding anybody.
Hey, nor should
You can
you.
find a job somewhere else.
Right. That's not your job.
And then they release this.
Right.
Right. And then you go, oh, okay. So I think other companies like Spotify's doing that. Like other companies are starting to step up. And I think you're going to see this momentum where we're going to get back to like, because Beth, I don't give a shit about what you want to put your dick or your
I don't care what you want to do in your quiet time behind your door.
What you want to wear.
I don't care.
Like you show up somewhere and
how you want to identify yourself, as long as
don't care.
No.
Right.
As long as you don't subject me to thinking like you, I don't care. You do you, bro.
100%. You don't like guns? Don't buy a gun.
Don't tell me what to do, and I won't tell you what to do.
So it goes back to that. I think we're going to start seeing
maybe being okay to have an opinion.
Yeah.
And not get shot because you have
or
one.
Get shot down. Like if we start talking about things on the podcast that typically for the past fucking 5 years have been completely off limits.
Right.
Right. We're respectful, but what the fuck?
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, go check that out. The other one is, and it keeps getting better and better, is fucking Star Trek on Paramount.
And
Star Trek on Paramount.
Aren't you so happy I made you watch it?
If you have Paramount, it's another $5 goddamn.
Dude, if you're a Trekkie, it's
and I'm not even a Trek,
good.
Like I'm not a Trek fan.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily I'm a fan of
you're not
sci-fi,
huge,
but I like good
but
shit.
only certain sci-fi. But yeah, this is really
and I have
good.
not watched any of the other ones. We just
I need to get back into the other one that has the chick from is it Discovery? The one that has the chick from Walking Dead.
But this one is good. This one is good. So this is the Star Trek. What the hell is it called?
Voyage. Shit.
Star Trek shit. Star Trek shit. But it's got the dude. It's got Pike, Captain Pike.
It's Captain Pike, but is it Discovery? No, it's not Discovery. Hold on, I'll tell you. Keep talking. I'll find it.
Yeah. So that one is really good. Like the stories are individual.
Strange New World.
Strange New World. Yeah. Strange New World. So
Worlds.
It goes back to like the original. Where
like young Spock is in it.
Yeah. But the originals are like where they're independent
Uhura's in
stories.
It. Yeah.
One on each other.
Right. So far. Yes.
And then, but there's an overarching theme.
Yeah.
But it's still, it's
really,
just really
good.
So if you're into that shit, it's good.
The cast is good. Everybody's really good.
Yep. We watched a movie, Wrath of Man, with Jason Statham.
Yeah, it was really good.
That was pretty good. Guy Ritchie directed. That's out on Amazon. If you guys want to see an action
more than
flick,
one?
I did. I just couldn't remember the other one.
I remember the other one too.
This one stood out in my mind. So it was a good action flick, and it came out I think it came out last year.
It
but
did. It's really good though.
But yeah, if you want to see a good,
it's a typical Guy Ritchie where everything makes sense
at the towards the end.
Well, towards the middle, you start understanding why the first half happened. Yeah.
So check that out if you want to see an action flick. And lastly, I'm going to save that. Okay. We'll save that. But yeah, 3 things go check out. Do that. And then finally, it is Morgan Freeman's.
He's younger than my dad. Barely.
85th birthday. And I picked this picture because I don't know if, I'm just saying. He's a great actor, and I wish we had like a little clip of Ross doing his voice.
Yeah.
But he's got that hand in that earring.
Still smooth.
And I know he had an accident, but it looks like he's got a mannequin's hand on.
It does, but it's just a beige
glove, like a driving glove. You think that's a nicer toner?
Maybe.
Could be a nicer toner.
I mean, let's hope it breathes in the summertime.
Yeah, it's all good. That's it for the night, guys. We're out. We got to go eat some dinner.
Love you guys.
Hope you guys had a great night. Hope you guys had fun hanging out for a bit. We had some fun stories. Thank you so much. We'll be back on Friday night. So a couple nights, a couple sleeps, as they say.
A couple sleeps.
Go hit the like and subscribe button if you don't mind. Cheers one more time.
I drank it all. Cheers.
Cheers to you guys one more time. I got a drink.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Thanks, military, first responders. All without you guys, we can't do any of this shit. Ian, come get a beer when you're awake. And then cheers. We love you. Catch you guys all on Friday. Thanks so much.
Bye.
See ya.